Hey guys, Stevie here, and from the title, I'm sure you can tell, this is going to be my first of many shop talks here on YouTube. So, kind of to give you some history, on Periscope every week I will do a video basically about how I run my Etsy shop, how I started, things that I did right, things that I did wrong, and advice that I would give to new shop owners or people who are contemplating opening a shop. So I've kind of decided to move that here onto YouTube. It's just easier for me to store it here. Periscope only keeps videos for 24 hours. It's 24 hours, so one day. So not long enough. So I'm just gonna do that here on YouTube, and I'm really excited. Today I kind of thought I would start at the beginning and give some tips that I have if you are opening a shop or if you just opened a shop. So if you've been open for a while, you probably know all of this. These are things you just kind of figure out along the way. You might pick up some stuff, some tips and tricks, but primarily this is about how to get your shop up and open. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more of these videos, comment below anything you want me to talk about. There are very few things that are off limits for me. I obviously won't talk about like the numbers of my revenue, you know, but other than that, there are so few things I won't talk about. So if you have a question, I'm happy to help you. So just leave a comment below, whatever it is you would like me to answer, and yeah, I'll do a video on it. So for today, let's start with my tips. I actually have them written down in my little Foxy that I have. This one is my, what size is this? This is the Passport. And I'll leave a link below for where you can find this. This is what I use for my shop right now. And I have little notebooks in there with stuff for my shop. So let's get into it. So basically the first thing I recommend is open up an Instagram account. Do not transition your personal Instagram. A lot of people in your life probably don't want to see a ton of planner stuff, and even if you start with a following there, it gets muddled very easily. So open up a new Instagram account and open it, I would say 4 to 6 weeks before you open your shop. It is a really good thing to show people the behind the scenes, things you're working on, where your mind is at, and get it out there before you even open. The entire point of that is so that way you have people showing an interest before you even open up. Because I did that, I actually had a pretty solid opening week when I first opened my shop, because I had been showing pictures and lots of stuff on Instagram well before I opened up. So definitely start light marketing even before you open your shop, so that way your first week is set up to be successful. Soda break. So good. Okay, so my second tip, don't be afraid to send things to people. If you are in a Facebook group that is all about planners and you know that there are a couple of prominent members there, reach out to them and ask them, hey, if I send you some stuff, will you provide me with your feedback? What you like, what you don't like, what you would change. People like to know that they're being listened to as a customer. And it kind of shows that you're willing to go the extra mile if you get feedback before you open your shop. And one thing that I will say is I sent my stuff out to 4 or 5 people before I opened, including shop owners, members of Facebook groups, people I saw on Instagram. I sent out a lot of stuff, and the feedback that I got was pretty invaluable. So make sure you send it out. Don't send it out with demands. Don't insist that they push your stickers. Just say, I really would like feedback. What do you like? What would you change? And it will really help you out. I would have gotten slaughtered my first week if I hadn't done that, because I had a lot of flaws in my stickers that I didn't even realize because I was too close to my project. So everything I made, I was like, this is amazing. It wasn't amazing. It needed work, and I needed people to tell me that. And my other suggestion when you do this is you cannot take constructive criticism personally. You have to be able to say, okay, you don't like this, let me change that. in general, I'm not a super sensitive person, so I didn't really have a problem when I got constructive criticism, but I do know that it's very easy to take it personally, and you shouldn't. It's about your business, and you have to remove yourself from that because it will help you grow so much to hear that. So yeah, send things out, ask for feedback, and take it to heart. Sorry, I had to adjust my glasses. My third recommendation, this one is about the initial investment. If you are going to invest in anything, it should be a printer. I probably wouldn't spend money on super fancy paper or anything like that in the beginning if you can't afford it. But a printer is something that if your print quality isn't up to par, it will hurt your business. I was really lucky. I started with a good printer because I was in photography before I did this. It was a really big hobby of mine, and I wanted to be able to print my own pictures. So we'd already had a photo printer. So when I started, I noticed that my stickers were coming out a lot more crisp and a lot better than a lot of the stickers I had even bought. So buying a printer is worth it because as a shop owner myself, when I receive stickers in the mail, the print quality and the cuts are the two things that I look at first. Is the color saturated? Is it nice? Is it not muddled? Because if you have a cheaper printer that doesn't print well, the colors can be kind of muddled or not well saturated, and you'll see lots of little dots. So definitely make sure you invest in a printer. It doesn't mean you have to spend $4 or $5 hundreds of dollars. You can find a good printer for $100. You just have to do your research. It's something that I would definitely take the time and look at. It isn't something that I would go around asking other shop owners what kind of printer they use. A lot of shop owners tend to keep that kind of stuff close to the vest. I know that I do. I'll share that I have a Canon. That's pretty much the only thing I really say about it because you have to do your research for that. So that's one thing that I would recommend. The next thing is make sure that you don't get down on yourself. You are going to have so many people telling you that the market is oversaturated. I don't disagree. The market is very oversaturated, but that doesn't mean that you can't contribute something that's unique and beautiful and wonderful to the community. It's basically like if you have 50 people in an art class and you're all looking at the same thing of roses, every single person's painting is going to be different because you have your unique perspective. So if someone tells you that, I wouldn't do that, the market's oversaturated. If you're willing to hustle, if you're willing to put in the work, ignore that advice. Ignore it. You can contribute something. So yeah, that is what I have to say every time I hear that the market is oversaturated. So that can be your response too. My next recommendation, network. Comment, subscribe to other channels, send out messages, talk to people, be involved with people, make friends in the planner community. If you just jump in and you don't know anyone, it's going to make it much harder. As soon as I got into planner community, I started making friends. Once I opened up my shop, I was constantly commenting, watching videos, being a part of the community, racking things, just trying to make sure that I made friends, because those are the people who help me out. Those are the people who I in turn will help out as well. This is a community, and this is something that's very give and take. So in order to sell to the community, you really should be a part of it. You should be an active member in this community, and you should appreciate the people around you, and you should help them grow as well. So network, make friends, be a big part of this community. There is so much for us to share with each other. So yeah, that is that tip for you. I'm sorry I'm so awkward on YouTube. I'm just like literally staring at myself and it's so uncomfortable. And I'm just trying to avoid getting glare in my glasses. I tried filming this without my glasses. I just look weird. I look weird without my glasses because they're a big part of my face. Yeah. My final one is this, and this was the best piece of advice that I ever got. So thank you so much, Brittany. I don't know if you're watching this at all, but thank you. Manage your expectations. You will not be rolling in the dough. You will not be making tons of money right off the bat. You might, but probably you won't. I was told to expect for things to become consistent around 6 months. I was pretty lucky. I marketed early, so I noticed I was getting consistent business right around 5 months. But I knew to expect that 6 months was kind of where, if I haven't started consistently getting sales, that there's a problem. The 6 month mark is where I now kind of tell people, where are you going to be in 6 months? Don't freak out about the first couple of months. It takes a while. You have to hustle. There are going to be a lot of late nights, busy weekends. It is going to take its toll starting up any business. This isn't a cakewalk. So if you're coming into this thinking it's going to be easy, it's not. It really isn't. If you're looking for an easy business to go into, this isn't it. This is challenging, and there is a lot of competition, and it's friendly competition, but it's still competition. So manage your expectations. Be aware of what you're getting yourself into. Do not expect for things to just explode right off the bat. They might, and if they do, you are incredibly lucky, and I'm so happy for you. But if they don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Don't say, well, I'm not making any money and I've been doing this for a couple of months. Don't do that. Do not give up on this. I promise you, if you are offering something unique, the people will come. You just have to wait. So that's basically what I have to say for my first few tips. It's nothing super specific, just a couple of things here and there to help you guys out. As I said, if you have any questions, please leave me a comment with any topics that you want me to go over. Some of the things I've talked about Etsy fees, PR girls, pros and cons, and I will go over all of this on YouTube, so that way I don't have to keep doing Periscopes about it. So if you watch my Periscope for business scopes, they are now Shop Talk here on YouTube. And yeah, I hope you guys like, subscribe, do what you gotta do, and I will have another video for you guys in a few days.